the question number 3, we have to write the 5 rational numbers, but the condition is it should be smaller than 2. Okay, it should be smaller than 2. So simply that's one very easy trick is there. This is the positive one. Okay, that is the positive. Plus 2 is that, it means that is the positive number. So if suppose I just write any 5 rational numbers, the negative rational numbers, then of course that is smaller than 2. So for example, that is like minus 1 by 5, minus 399 upon 1746, okay, minus 11 by 12, minus 7 by 2, minus 1 by 9, okay, these all are smaller than 2. But if suppose sometimes that's really very tricky, but for like the from the proper calculation if you want to do, then how we will do. From the number line, we will learn how we can do that. Here is 1 and here is 2. Okay, and this side that's 0 also. Fine. Now we have to write 5 rational numbers which is smaller than 2 actually. Okay, so if I just write down the 5 rational numbers which is in between 1 and 2, that will be the lesser than 2 only, of course. Okay, so let me just create the 5 places for that. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now simply I just have to write down the 5 numbers over there. Now how we can do that? Okay, first of all we just need to convert 1 and 2 into the rational numbers, and then we can do it. Okay, now again just identify that how many parts are there. Here is the part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so it means I just need to divide by 6. I just need to divide by 6. Okay, so here I will divide by 6 and here I will divide by 6. Now just tell me which number I should write here to get answer 1. Okay, that's the 6, because 6 divided by 6 is 1. So here I am going to write 6 by 6, and here I will write 12, because 12 divided by 6, that is 2. So now after 6 which number comes? 7. Okay, so that is 7 by 6. Then 7, then 8 by 6, 9 by 6, 10 by 6, 11 by 6, and this is 12 by 6. See how easy it is. Okay, here I have just taken in between 1 and 2 only. You can try for 0 and 2 only. Okay, 0 and 2 also. The method is same. You just have to first of all find out how many parts you want, and then by which number you should divide. Okay, to get the same number, and then identify that which number you should write here and which number you should write here. So this is how you can find out the numbers which is smaller by any number. Okay, so that's the question number 3. Just pause the video and note it down. Now in the question number 4, 2 different numbers is given, and we have to write down the 10 different rational numbers in between the 2 rational numbers. So here we have minus 2 by 5 and the 1 by 2. Okay, now that's really very tough to write down the 10 rational numbers in between minus 2 by 5 and 1 by 2. The reason is the denominator is different. Okay, so whenever suppose like the number is given 1 by 3 and 5 by 3, and in between suppose I just want to write down the 3 rational numbers. Okay, so that will be 2 by 3, 4 by 3 and 3 by 3 and 4 by 3. Okay, like this. But suppose it's given like 1 by 7 and 5 by 3. Write down in between these 2 numbers. Okay, now find the 3 different numbers. So that's really tough to identify that which numbers is really in between 1 by 7 and 5 by 3. Okay, so for that there is one method that whenever the denominator is different at the time, what we will do, we will make the same denominators. Here is 5 and here is 2. We will try to make it same. How we can? So that is normally we will take LCM, and by LCM we will try to make them same. So LCM for 5 and 2, that is 10. Okay, so how we will solve? LCM is 10, so it means I will try to make denominators 10. So here is number 5 by 2. What should I multiply with 5 to get answer 10? 2. So I will just multiply and divide with 2. Okay, and here as usual 1 by 2 is given. So what should I multiply with 2 to get answer 10? So that is 5. Okay. So I will just multiply and divide by 5. Now just solve that and let's see the denominator, what will happen. 2 2s are 4, it's minus 4 by 10, and here 1 5 are 5, so 5 by 10. Okay. Now just compare the denominators. Denominators are same. It means now we can find the in between rational numbers. We have to find total 10 rational numbers. Again, that's not possible. Okay. Let's see how that's not possible and why. What's the reason? So if I just write down in between this minus 4 by 10 and 5 by 10, let's write down the numbers in between these two numbers. So we'll start with the minus 3 because this cannot be included in between one. Okay. So minus 3 by 10, minus 2 by 10, minus 1 by 10, 0 by 10, 1 by 10, 2 by 10, 3 by 10, 4 by 10, and we cannot write 5 by 10 also because we have to write just in between one. So here minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now just count how many numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay. But we have to write down all 10 numbers. But here is only 8. And again, we cannot find any different than like minus 3 to 4. That's all. We don't have any number left to write down over there. So what we will do? In that case, we have to multiply and divide with 10 or 100. Depends on our requirement. Here, let's see how we will do. Here just I am going to multiply with 10. Okay. How? Minus 4 by 10 multiply by 10 upon 10. And here again 5 by 10 multiply by 10 by 10. So minus 4 by 10, that is 40, and 10 100. As usual here 50 by 100. Okay. So what I did actually, okay, I just from minus 4 by 10 I just make it minus 40 by 100, and here 5 by 10 to 50 by 100. Again, see the denominator is same, and if you will reduce the terms, okay, just cut down 0 0, that is minus 4 by 10 only, and here just cut down 0 0, that is 5 by 10 only. So this both are same, not the both one. Okay, these all are same. This one, and this one. Okay, these three all are same, but we just wrote in the different with the different numbers for our requirement. Now I can write not the 10 only. I can write more than 100 in between numbers to these numbers. So that's why according to our need we can just change the numbers, but the condition is denominator should be same. So here now I can just write down like you can start with minus 39 till minus 39 upon 100 till 49 upon 100. In between you can choose any numbers, but I am just going to start with 1 upon 100, then 2 upon 100, 3 upon 100, 4 upon 100, 5 upon 100, 6 upon 100, 7 upon 100, 8 upon 100, 9 upon 100, and 10 upon 100. Okay. So this is how we can complete this. Now again you can choose any another sequence also. You can start with the 31 also, you can start with 21 also. But I just suggest you that just from any number you are just starting, that's okay. But try to write in sequence only. Okay. Don't write like 1 by 10, then 7 by 10, then 11 by 10. That is not wrong. You can write in that way also. But if you will write in the sequence, then there is no chance to do mistakes. Okay. So please write in the sequence only. Fine. So this is how we can write down the in between numbers for any two numbers. So just pause the video and note it down. In the question number 5, we have to write down the 5 rational numbers in between. Okay. Here is 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. So we have to write down 5 rational numbers which is in between 2 by 3 and 4 by 5. Again, see the denominators are not same. So first step is we will just make the denominators same. How we will do? By the LCM. So here is the 3 and here is 5. LCM is 15. So it means for 2 by 3, what should I multiply to 2 by 3 to get 15? Means what should I multiply to 3 to get 15? 5. So I will just divide and multiply with 5. Here for the 4 by 5, what should I multiply with 5 to get 15? That is 3. So I will just multiply and divide with 3. Now we will do multiplication of numerator and denominator. 2 5s are 10 upon 15, and here is also, that is 12 upon 15. Okay. Now, see, here is 10 upon 15 and here is 12 upon 15. So after 10, that's 11 upon 15 only. So only we can write one number only in between that. So here we are not able to write down the 5 different rational numbers in between those two numbers. So as I told you, at the time what we'll do, we'll just multiply with 10 or the 100. Here that's easy to do with the 10 only. So I'm just going to do multiply with 10. Okay, so 10 upon 15 multiplied by 10 by 10, and here is also 12 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 10 by 10. That will be 100 upon 150, and here that will be 120 by 150. Okay, so now you can choose any 5 rational numbers in between that. I will start 101. 101 by 100, 150, 102 by 150, 103 by 150, 104 by 150, and 105 by 150. Okay. So here we have the 5 rational numbers, not the 5, but here we can write down total 1 to till 19. Okay, so total 19 numbers we can write, but only we have to write down the 5 only. So here from 101 to 105 divided by 50. That are the rational numbers in between 2 by 3 and the 4 by 5. Just pause the video and note it down. Question number 5 is question 2. First of all, we will just see the denominators. Again, that is different. So we will try to make it same. So that for that we need to take LCM for 2 and 3. That is 6. 6 is the LCM over there. So here that's minus 3 by 2. What should I multiply to 2 to get answer 6? That is 3. So we will multiply with 3 and divide by 3. And here that is 5 by 3. So what should I multiply with 3 to get answer 6? That is 2. So here 2 divided by 2. Now just solve that. Minus 9 by 6, and here that is 5 to the 10 by 6. Okay. We have to write down the only 5 rational numbers in between these two numbers. So that's the possible, because here is minus 9. So after minus 9, that's minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have a lot of numbers and we have to write only 5 rational numbers in between this. So I will select like 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, and 5 by 6. Okay, so this is, we have the 5 rational numbers in between minus 3 by 2 to 5 by 3. Okay, there are still one question that is left, that is the third one, which is 1 by 4 and 1 by 2. Which one you have to do by yourself for your practice. Now just pause the video and note it down. In the question number 6, we have to write down the 5 rational numbers which is greater than minus 2. So we have already done that earlier for the positive 2, okay, and it should be the less than, but here that is the greater than minus 2. So it should be greater than minus 2, which is the negative 1. So for any, if I just write any positive number like 1 by 3, 7 by 9, 2 by 8, 2, 1, 1, 3 divided by 7, 5, 9, 2, 1 by 11, 1, 2. So here we have the 5 different rational numbers which is actually greater than minus 2. Okay, so wherever that negative number is given and we have to write the more 5 rational numbers which is greater than the negative 1, and if I just write down all the positive, so that is of course which is greater than minus 2. Okay, so no need to do any further calculations for that. Just pause the video and note it down. Now the last question of this exercise as well as for this chapter also. Okay, so in this one we have to again write down the 10 rational numbers in between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4. So first of all, just observe the denominators, that is 5 and 4. So we will make it the same one. So let's take the LCM. LCM of 5 and 4, it's 20. Is 20. So by that, here I will write 3 by 5 multiply by, what should I multiply with the 5 to get answer 20? That is 4. So multiply and divide by 4. Here is 3 by 4. So what should I multiply with the 4 to get answer 20? That is 5. So 5 divided by 5. So here 3 4s are 12, which is 5 4s are 20, and here we will get 3 5s are 15 and divide by 20. Okay. So now we have the two numbers and both the numbers having the same denominator, that is 20 20. We have to write down the 10 different rational numbers, but here is 12 and 15. So 12, then 13, 14. Only we can write only two rational numbers. Now suppose if we want to write down the more rational numbers, at the time we need to multiply by 10 and 100, as we have discussed in the last some questions. So here I am just going to multiply and divide by 10 10. Okay. So 15 by 20 and 10 10. So the answer we will get, that is 120 divided by 200, and here we will get 150 divided by 200. We just have to write down only the 10 rational numbers in between that. So that will be 121 divided by 200, 122 divided by 200, 123 divided by 200, 124 divided by 200, 125 divided by 200, 126 divided by 200, 127 divided by 200, 128 divided by 200, 129 divided by 200, and at last 130 divided by 200. So here we have the 10 rational numbers, which comes in between 3 by 5 to 3 by 4. So here are chapter number 1, the rational numbers, is very well completed, and now that's your task to complete each and every exercise as well as the remaining questions from the exercise and the worksheet. If you forget to complete any worksheet or any exercise, please do it by today only, as well as just revise the previous exercise, previous notes, and recall all the knowledge regarding the rational numbers. Okay, and don't forget to complete this exercise and the future worksheet for the same chapter, rational numbers, because it will help you to grow. Okay, because practice makes perfect. So by that I hope you will complete that properly, and from next lecture we will start the next chapter. Okay, but before that you have to complete this chapter, because whenever we start a new chapter, the previous one should be completed properly. Okay, now just pause the video and note it down.